All right, Heather, Runners North. It's a new store here in Cache Valley. You've just opened up across from Macy's and right next to the movies at 8. You started back when?
In June.
In June.
Right before Ragnar came through.
And that was a busy day then.
It was one of our busiest days this spring.
Let's see. And we've tried on some shoes, and I know you spend quite a bit of time with your customers, probably like 20 minutes or so, deciding
20 to 40 minutes with each person.
And just deciding on which shoe's going to feel best for them. I know you go through a series of different things, but these socks are special because they are what?
These are my Belega socks. These are my favorite running socks. They're a wicking sock, so it's going to take the sweat away from your foot to the outside of the socks so the sweat can evaporate twice as fast. It's made with a special weave. It's a horseshoe weave, so you get more per square inch.
So you're going to have a lot more padding.
Yes, I love it. Very soft bottom. I love my Belegas.
And then also you have something for blisters. I know I get blisters all the time, and I know they're really pretty, aren't they? This stuff right here works great for
anti-chafing, and it's also for blisters. So you put your foot in, the sweat has created blisters on your foot, or as women, we also need it under our bra lines, or on our thighs, or on your feet. This can be used
good for anywhere
that you might have it. When you come in for those 20 minutes or 30 minutes, we will measure your foot, and we will do it when you're standing and sitting, so we can see what difference your foot has when there's weight on it.
And you've done that with me, so we're already past that point, but you also have some different kinds of shoes.
Well, and once you do that, then we will also go through and have you stand. We're going to watch how you walk, how you run. And then we will determine whether you need a neutral shoe like this one. This is just neutral. It's a plain EVA foam right there. And we put it on.
And it kind of really has to do with your arch.
Yes, your arch and what your arch, how your foot is reacting to the weight as you're walking. It's called a gait analysis.
And what's a gait exactly? I mean, you think like, is that an opening?
No. The gait analysis is your natural stride as you walk or run. And so we will watch that. We'll put you on the treadmill, and after a series of about 12 steps, different things that we're looking for, we will then determine what shoe you should be in.
I know, and you're asking me some questions about like what kind of knee pain I might have and joint pain, and what does that help you determine?
When you come in and you say, my arch is killing me, my heel, I step on it in the morning, there's a really good chance you have plantar fasciitis.
No one would even know.
Well, then we talk about it. What kind of shoes are you wearing? How long have you been wearing them? And then we talk about things that you can do as a runner or a walker to take care of that plantar fasciitis. We talk about knee pains. You came in and said your shins hurt a lot. It depends on how you're walking. It also depends on how old your shoes are and what kind of shoes you are. For instance...
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the difference between this shoe and that one?
This one, as I was saying, is a neutral shoe. You can see that. This is a stability shoe, a very moderate stability shoe. It has extra foam, double density foam right here. For those people that pronate, that's when your arch is collapsing.
So you're running.
Yes, when you're running or even walking. And this will make it so you will toe off correctly. So we'd put this on. This is ASICS 2150. This is the #1 selling running shoe in the U.S., but it's not for everyone.
No, but the funny thing is like they've made so many different kinds of shoes, but this one still becomes the #1.
This is because the majority of the people actually pronate, so you would need the double density foam to help with that, so you'll toe off correctly at the end. And so that's the ASICS. We carry New Balance for those. As we go through the gait analysis, watching you run and walk, we'll put the shoes on you, and we will continue to watch you run and walk to make sure that you're not doing something like supinating. That's when you start running on the outside of your foot.
And I've seen that before on someone's shoe. It's all worn out on the outside.
Yes, and we want to make sure once you've got the new shoes on that it's the right one for you. And so we'll watch you run before and after with these shoes.
So this is nothing like if you go to any other store and buy some shoes. You guys actually take the time, you know, fit the shoe properly and make sure you're walking in it right. I mean, that's a lot of different things.
It is, but we believe that we can help the community by putting them in a better shoe for what they already are doing.
I agree. And so you don't also just do this for runners. It's also for someone that might be on their feet all day.
Yes.
Nurses, doctors.
And we have had a lot of nurses, doctors, chemists come in, and we put them in a better shoe. And then we also talk to them about inserts. So if you are under great pain, the inserts will help you put them in, and we'll talk about how that will line up your ankles, that will line up your knees.
So a lot of different things for different people that might have different needs.
Yes.
So That's very impressive. And do you run it all too?
I really enjoy running.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have done this, right?
Well, and we would look around and I would talk to other runners. Where are you getting your shoes? What are you doing? And I realized the majority were going to Salt Lake.
Yeah, because there's just not something like this here.
And I could not buy shoes here in Logan because of the length. So I said, let's have a store where my son, who wears a size 15, can get a shoe.
That's perfectly right. Well, I appreciate it, Heather. And Runners North is right across from Macy's, in front of the Stadium 8, easy to find, and you have a great selection here. Beautiful store. Thanks, Heather.
Thank you.